Good day to you. I would like to tell you today about the benefits of writing copy in a casual manner. Now allow me to explain why copy in a casual manner is better for you.
Oh my God. Okay, I can't do this anymore. Okay, if you had to listen to that guy talk for hours on end or even explain anything, wouldn't you just fall asleep? This is the same with copy. Now, there's this weird phenomenon known as sitting down at the computer-itis. As soon as people pick up a keyboard, for some reason, they go into boring mode. I guess it's just like a leftover remnant from English class when we were kids. We were taught they were supposed to write really formal and completely grammatically correct and only use punctuation in a certain way. Well, here's the thing. That's not how it works. Quick backstory. Communication is simply getting information from one brain into another. That's it. Now, would you get that information into someone's head via like a really boring legal document or something really fun and interesting for them to read? Obviously, if it's fun and interesting, you'll probably listen more. Just remember back to when you were in school. Remember you had like a teacher or a professor who was really boring and talked really monotonous and just bored you and put you to sleep each time? But there's also other teachers who taught classes that weren't interesting subjects like maybe geometry or history, but they were really good teachers. What was the difference? Well, they were more engaged. They talked to you more casually. They told cooler stories, right? That's why they kept you so engaged despite how boring the subject was. So one of the things I want to teach you is how to write more casual, like casual copy. Ooh, that rhymes, casual copy. That's even fun to say. So let me stop talking about this and let's just go straight to some examples talking about casual copy. Here's a product I made called the Sumo Business Blueprint. And we start the copy off with something very funny. My friend stupidly asked me, "Hey, you big fat sumo, what you doing this weekend? Eating? Ha ha ha," joke. Immediately I did two things. One, I slapped him in the mouth. Two, I replied, "I'm starting a business from scratch." Okay, you see how I kind of introduced that in like a funny way? I didn't have to do that and people would still read if I didn't, but it's just a little bit more engaging and I could kind of create a story out of my friend talking like that. So this is like a more casual conversation. It's not typical copy of saying, oh, you're going to get this in this product and you're going to get that. It's more fun, it's more interesting, it's more lively to read in the morning on their phones. Now here's a piece of copy I'm actually really proud of. I had to dig it up from a text file because it's so old. It's the first piece of long-form copy we did on AppSumo, and it was for a deal called Kernest. Now Kernest was actually kind of a boring deal. It was a font pairing service, meaning there's a guy that sends you font pairings like Arial and Tahoma or whatever design font to designers. And this is only for like hardcore graphics nerds. So I was like, well, how do I sell this? But then I thought, okay, let's just make it funny and let's make sure that people know that if it's not for them, to stop reading. So check this out. I'm going to save you a bunch of time. If the names Lucidia Sans Unicode or Courier New don't mean anything to you, go ahead and close this page. You see, my friend, today we're reaching out only to a community of people known as font fanboys. Originally, this was font whores, but we had to change it for spam laws. You know who you are. If your knees go weak when I whisper Garamond, you might be one of them. If you call yourself a designer or a developer to normal society, but behind closed doors, we know that elegance of Verdana's curves turn you on, that's why we're here today. And so we talked about this. This is a little bit different than normal copy, right? It's more funny. It's more like I was talking to a friend. So that's what I mean by casual copy. Now, let me show you what I don't want you to do, okay? Here's a site called Witchbox Media, and they have this page called What is Witchbox? And this has actually been updated, but it's still pretty bad. Look at this. Witchbox is a turnkey integrated convergent technology platform. All media, content creation, and management. All media CMS. Fully integrated social networking and social media, including UGC. Witchbox is not an app or other singular focused application. Well, first of all, I don't know what the hell they are talking about right now, but a lot of people do this, and it's really shocking that people will sit down and be like, okay, what are we? And they'll be like, we are a media content creation, content management, social networking, social media, and user-generated content, ad-serving, e-commerce delivery to any tablet, multi-domain management, and more, all wrapped into one. What the hell does that mean? I have no idea. So what I want you to do instead is pretend that you are talking to a friend, okay? Now write this down somewhere. Pretend like you're talking to a friend. Let's say you go out to lunch and you are Witchbox Media and you have to explain what your product does. Would you say,
Dear friend, Witchbox Media is a turnkey integrated convergent technology platform, an all-media content creating and management system, fully integrated social networking and social media.
no, you would not say that. Of course you wouldn't. You would probably just tell them, hey, do you have an offline business? You know, like a newspaper or something like that? Well, at Witchbox, we basically take your whole offline business online. Like if you make an MP3 or a recording or anything like that that you broadcast over the radio, we'll put it online for you. And if you make an article that goes into like a newspaper or a magazine, we'll put it online for you. Basically, like let's say Vogue magazine wanted to go online, they would just use us and our people put all their content into the online stuff and you don't have to worry about it. See, that's how you would talk. And notice I left the suit on. Did you notice why? Because I'm still being professional at the same time being casual. Was I acting all like a goofy clown? We're Witchbox. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to act goofy and silly. You just have to be casual and real. That's all. So next time you write something, try to write it more like with your suit jacket on, but casual. Don't go all wacky, but don't go way stiff either. The point is to write casual. Time and time again, we've seen the results that whenever someone's reading something that's more casual, that's easier to read, that seems like it's talking to them, that the conversion rates go way up. So remember that. Talk casual and talk to them. Pretend like you're talking to one person, not that you're writing a web page that millions of people are reading. And you'll get much higher conversions, and you'll see it's also more fun for you and more fun for them. Now get out of here and go write some casual copy.